Good morning. Let me get the light. I have to get my teaching area ready for classes today. Oh, my light, work. Come on. Fluorescent lights, no, sometimes. Let there be light. Yes. So I gotta get this place cleaned up and get myself cleaned up. And then it's teaching time. Okay, what time is it? A little past 7. Just picked up Mia from dance, and I snuck up here to my room to talk about what I've been wanting to talk about for the past few days, because it was really eye-opening for me. It's talking about compartmentalization and how important that is for caregivers. Being able to care for the caregiver. And in a lot of our cases, what we do for a living, us caregivers, it's so important that we remember to take care of ourselves too. Now, I am no therapist, but I was talking with my therapist, and I imagine they are really good at this because they have to care enough about their clients, right, to help them. But they can't connect and care so much in a way that it starts affecting their mental health and their lives, right? And so as professional ballroom dance instructors, another job or career that I think does this a lot, a hairstylist, we don't really go in thinking we're going to be like therapy for people. But that is one of the things I love about my career, is that it is, people go get their hair done when they're having a bad day, just to blow off some steam and talk. Hold on, Mia's calling me. Yeah, honey. She found her dad. What was I saying? People, when we're stressed, we have our things that we like to do that help us, right? And they may not be therapy per se, but they act as therapy. Dancing for me as a kid was that for me, and I didn't even know it until I started actual therapy in my late 20s. So rewinding, you have to be careful that being an empath, that we don't take it all, that we learn how to, put things in different places. And that's hard to do. I spent probably the first 3 years of my therapy protecting my mental health, and I had to compartmentalize some relationships, and I kind of laughed with my therapist the other day, because we were like, yeah, it's really easy to, put a situation and close it off if you don't like the situation, if you don't respect the situation or a person. It's easy to kind of box them in and then detach from it, right? But the hard part is when we actually care about the people that we want to compartmentalize. So I guess in my head, and I think it comes from, there's a movie, what was it, Dreamcatcher, I think. If you guys have seen that movie, put a thumbs up down in the comments. But Dreamcatcher, where it's all about going into the mind, and inside his mind is like it's a big house, right? And he's got all these filing cabinets and closed doors that have different memories. I guess when I compartmentalize, that's kind of what I've done. I just put things in a closet, close the door. Sometimes I lock it completely. Sometimes there's a window in it. But what I learned this week that is very, very helpful is that you can use more visualization and maybe use a shelf instead. That was an idea that was proposed to me. So instead of, these closed doors that make you feel like you completely detached, I don't want to do that. People I care about, right? So instead, I put them up on the shelf, right? And some of the boxes may be clear, so I can kind of still see what's going on, and and they can still hear me. I can offer support, but it's not something I'm holding on to. I'm not carrying around with me, right? It's up on a shelf where I can still see and be a part of it and help from a safe distance for my mental health. So that was just like mind-blowing for me. I'm a huge visual person. It helps with a lot of things in my life, and so too the past 2 days I've been kind of changing that. I've got just a lot going on. For those of you who know me and my family, for the past few years we've been struggling with mental health in our family unit. Right now we're all pretty good in our family unit, but close to us there's just a lot of trauma and sadness going on, and so I knew it was coming, like a mental breakdown, and I didn't want that to happen. I still want to be able to support my friends and be true to me, right? But not lock them in a door because I can't handle it. So I think that's really helped, and I just wanted to get on here and share that in my vlog today because we're all trying things. We're all trying to figure out what's the best thing to help us get through this thing called life. So that's compartmentalization, and that's really all I have to say on that. It's been a crazy busy day. Been doing a lot of choreography. Show you a little bit of that. And been playing with the kids a lot. Always fun. Always a good time. So until next time, thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing. If you feel like somebody poking you to share a comment, just please do. Don't be afraid to share. I think a lot of my success and my growth has come from people sharing with me. So let's share and let's be there for each other. Thanks, guys. Yeah, you watching sissies for bed?